to the internal video for your Laika Cosmo. This is your front bed makeup for a single passenger, single sleeper. I've set it up. I'm going to show you it going away in reverse. Putting it together is almost the same. So this is a nice individual cushion for it. It folds out over. I'm just going to move this to the back. Then we have this big plinth, which is on a hinge here. It sits on the lip of the table, and it's almost got like a U-shape U-bracket which will fit over the lip of the bench seat here. So put it away, simply lift it up. Head will flap into place. I think the best place for storing this is when your bed is in this upright vertical position. However, I'm just going to put it on the floor for now to show you the bed makeup at the back. Also have this divider here, which slides into these channels here. Sorry, I think I had it right the first time. There we go, eventually got it in there. So that goes into place there, gives you a bit of separation, which could potentially enable you to use that backspace there as a bit of a garage perhaps. So the bed makeup is nice and simple. Just simply pull it down. Pull it down into position, so I don't know if you can see where I'm at. And then fold up the cushions. There is a set way for the cushions to fit together, but after a couple of times putting it in place, I'm sure you'll figure that out. So that's your back bed makeup. Your lockers, of course, is storage across the back and at the bottom there in various locations. Your control panel, so as you enter the habitation door to the left hand side is where you're going to find your main control panel. Your power button, of course, is going to be this one here. This button up here, or the light, sorry, indicates that we are plugged into a mains power source. So powering on the van, we're going to have your leisure battery and your wastewater, sorry, your freshwater and wastewater levels. And there's no waste in there as yet. Above that we have your boiler heater. Power it on by holding in that central button, and same for powering it off. When that's lit up, you can see the first image shows a picture of a motorhome as your internal temperature. So if you click into that, it's currently set as off, but you can turn that all the way up to 30 degrees. Next across we have your hot water settings, so off, eco, hot or boost. If you set the hot water to boost, that's going to prioritise the hot water over your heating. So if you want them to work simultaneously, I'd recommend you leave it on either hot or eco. Next up we have your fan settings. The hotter the boiler runs, the faster that fan is going to spin. So I'd suggest using eco, but if you do want to kind of boost some air around it, set it to high perhaps. Bottom left hand corner is where you can set the boilers come on and off at certain times of the day if you wish to do so. Next one across is your time settings, so adjusting the time, of course. Picture of the spanner is the general settings where you'll find various options: offset, temperature, brightness, 12 or 24 hour clock, language, index, and a reset option. This is to reset the boiler. Should you encounter a fault, that will be indicated with an exclamation mark underneath the letter E. That may happen if you were to run out of gas, or if you didn't turn the gas button on when you're trying to use your hob, for example. Sorry, with the diesel boiler. So if you were to run out of diesel, then that's going to give you the exclamation mark. So to reset it, sorry for the confusion, go to the picture of the spanner, go to the reset, click that once, you get this PR set or preset, click it again, that'll then take 5 seconds to reset your boiler. That's your control panel. So in your kitchen area we have your gas hob and sink. Your sink, in order to be using your sink, you're going to need to ensure all of your valves are closed, so your waste, fresh and boiler drain valves are closed. You can then turn the tap on and purge the air out. So there's going to be about 25 litres of air that will need to get out, so it might cough and sputter for a moment. You should then get a nice consistent flow of water coming through. And if you've got some hot water coming on, that will do the same thing. So move it across to the hot water, make cough and sputter for a moment, and then you get a nice consistent flow. Your hob, just the same as lighting a hob at home. However, there is an igniter separate to the gas. So turn the gas, hold that igniter in, hold the gas in for 3 to 5 seconds. Although I think I've turned the gas bottle off. So if you bear with me, I'll go and turn that one on. Sorry about that. So when you've turned your gas bottle on, you're going to have to purge the air out of it. So similar to the tap, it might not give a flame immediately. After about 3 to 5 seconds of you holding the igniter in, that you can release, and that's going to allow the flame to stay. I'll show you the other one working also. But if I let go of that early, it should, I didn't, that will cut out. So you can see you have high and low flame settings. Low, high. Underneath that is your oven, which is an oven only, same as the hob. So turn the gas to the temperature you wish, hold that igniter in, and as you can see, a nice consistent flame. So same again, hold for 3 to 5 seconds to allow that flame to be recognised. Okay. Your fridge control panel is located above your oven. However, the entrance to the fridge is just around the corner there. So the fridge power on button, so you just simply push and hold. Then you've got your thermostat, again push and hold to change that temperature if you wish to do so. Something like that. Across from your kitchen is your toilet area. Before I show you that, there's storage down here. You've got a handy USB charging point here also. So your toilet shower area, your vanity sink, which doubles up as your shower. So your sink, if you wanted to use that as a shower, simply pull the head out and clip it into place up here. And that allows you to use it as the shower. You have a shower curtain behind the door here, which you can see kind of separates that that area and keeps it somewhat dry. Your toilet down here has this grey lever here. This operates the black disc inside, referred to as the blade. When you're using the toilet, push that to the right hand side to open that blade. Do your business. Use this blue button behind to flush, and then close that blade back up to keep everything where it needs to be. Underneath the bench seat at the front here is where you'll find your boiler valve. So at the moment that is retaining water in its horizontal position. When you receive your van, it will be pointing in the opposite direction, which will release the water. This button will also be popped out. So when you want to put water in the van, put it back to this position, push this blue button in, and that will retain the water into the boiler. This is your gas manifolds, and here is your power shut-off, similar to what you'd have at home. So if you were to encounter any electrical faults, it's probably going to be your first place to check. Also have some storage in the floor there, and at the front of the vehicle we have your blackout blinds, which I'll show you on this one. So pinch these together, put it across into position. Same with the central ones. And they magnetise there. Your seats are swivel seats. There's a lever down here. If you pull that to the left, that will allow you to swing that round. And finally, I'll show you the reverse camera. So I've left the door open so it looks a bit funny in the image at the moment, but that's your reverse camera. What horrible fucking thing is that was?